This is Laura Roberts here at S.E.A. News, reporting from the coast of Southern California. You've heard of John Glenn, right? He was the first American to orbit the Earth, and his journey will have forever impacted NASA's future aspirations. But have you heard of the brilliant minds working behind the scenes, the ones who went unrecognized, the African-American women who contributed to the success of NASA's trajectories, the African-American women who fought for equality? We are here today with researcher Sabrina Wynn to get an insight on the African-American women who dedicated working at NASA regardless of the lack in recognition. What can you tell us about the era in which these women were born? How did it impact their pursuit in fulfilling the roles they had at NASA?
Hi, I'm researcher Sabrina Wynn, and I can tell you that many African-American women who worked at NACA in the 1900s were not being recognized for their work, were not getting paid equally, and were not treated as fairly as their white male counterparts for their highly influential contributions toward NASA. These women encountered many struggles, not only to be acknowledged for their work, but to have their full potential realized, not just because of the color of their skin, but also because of their gender. This made it even harder as these women tried to make themselves known. Look back during this era and imagine the many struggles women faced. Imagine the struggles African Americans faced. Now, imagine being an African American woman and the heightened challenges you would face. Why was the world filled with prejudice and assumptions purely based on the visual attributes of a person?
Find out more after the break.
Has anybody ever looked at the stars and said, I wish I can live there? Has it remained a dream not come true? Well, dream no more, wish no more, but instead live in reality. Living in space is not a foreign idea. Sea Spacers have made your fantasy nonfiction. Our state-of-the-art facilities have recreated an atmosphere mimicking the Earth that allows living beings to survive virtually anywhere. Prices are as low as $5 million per week. Reservation needed. Tickets to the Moon and Mars are sold separately. Call 1-800-SEA-MOON to reserve today.
Regardless of the judgments made, these women never stopped questioning, never stopped pursuing, and never stopped trying to accomplish their goals with the determination and persistence they had attained. Katherine Johnson wasn't let into the men-only meetings. Mary Jackson wasn't going to become an engineer. The required courses were only available at an all-white school. Dorothy Vaughan wasn't going to be promoted and titled as supervisor because she was a woman, even despite being obligated to take the responsibilities of one. That's what their discriminators told them. But did they stop fighting and simply agree to these unjustified terms? No. Katherine Johnson found her way into the meetings. She never let their discouragement get to her and always maintained her positive attitude. Mary Jackson found her way into the school. She petitioned to the city of Hampton to attend the all-white university. Dorothy Vaughan found her way to becoming a supervisor. After 6 years of constant persistence, she was finally promoted. Understand that these were not easy tasks. They had to rise above and beyond the falsehoods and labels put onto them.
These women never gave up, never stopped. They always found a way. Now we are just beginning to recognize everything they have done and how they have impacted NASA today.